Guys, let's start this episode by singing the Family Guy theme song or the Simpsons theme song. Let's start this episode by singing the Simpsons theme song as a positive note before we get into tearing each other's throats out.
I don't know what the Simpsons theme song is. Is that the ones like do 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 do?
Yeah,
I'm loving it.
No, we didn't actually, Connor. We never intended to talk about the name of the podcast this episode.
Why'd you bring it up just now?
Let's talk about the name of the podcast. Let's do that right now.
Talk about the name of the podcast, right? And it's called Cringecast.
Cringecast.
The Discord's currently named the Cringe Cheesecast.
the Cringe Cheesecast.
Oh my god.
Peacock, I'd love for you to lay out the reasons that you believe Cringecast should be changed to whatever. What was it? Chattercast?
Yeah, or something that isn't Cringecast. Do we want this on recording or?
Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
So, as we all are aware, the cringe that's so stupid. Why did I laugh? Okay. As we know, when you search Cringecast on YouTube, we get quite a few other YouTube channels that tried and failed with that title.
So let's become one of them.
We want to try and fail as well.
Yeah, it sounds like that's what you're suggesting.
I know I don't want to fail as the Cringecast. I want to succeed as a YouTube.
I just want to start off by saying I like the fact that there are a bunch of miserably failed podcasts with the same name, because it exemplifies the fact that we're better than them, and we're gonna build up an audience that is stronger than their audience, and we're gonna survive.
2 episodes later.
I understand the sentiment, but when I was it's anecdotal and all, but my good buddy Drew, I tell him, hey, go watch the podcast, because he likes podcasts a lot. And he made it a point to say, like, I said, just search the Cringecast on YouTube. And he didn't find the podcast because he didn't know which one was ours. So, if our...
I just looked it up. There are 3 others. Oh, the top one only has 110. We'll pass that up, and in 20 days we'll have more. We'll have double that.
You hear that? Make sure you like now and subscribe now before Grant shuts the channel down in 20 days.
I think our main competition that we have to worry about right now is Larry Boy Fanatic, because I think she has over 400 followers.
But
she has 395 followers, so we really got some competition.
Just to say it, because Grant asked, everyone I asked to watch our show and give critiquing, other than saying things about our ability to move between topics and our ability to stay on focus, they wish we could work on. And one person even was talking about whether we should have music in the background, which is a good thing to hear from people, because I don't know if people want music playing in the background or not. But all of them said that the title is bad.
Okay, well, all of my friends said that the title is good, so...
Okay, how many of your friends are there?
Oh my god, Peacock.
It's okay, Connor. Don't.
Oh, so we're gonna do a head count now. We're gonna say, oh, my friends.
Yeah, I'm asking.
But I have more friends than you.
I'm asking for your number, because
we're doing a competition to see who has the most friends.
You can say your number first, and then I can say my number second, so I know it's higher.
It's gonna be just one number higher.
Wow, I had 50. No, but I wasn't just asking friends. As we've already established, I asked classmates. I was talking to family. I was just having people. Like, I understand if I was just talking to my roommates and my friends.
Well, my mom said that she likes Cringecast.
Oh shit, your mom did?
Yeah, and isn't Chatter's mom one? Or no, it's Jake's Soup Cube. His mom's a subscriber.
She is?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
Mrs. Soup Cube, if you're listening, we'd love to have you on the podcast. Please message your son, and he'll message us, and then we'll block him and go directly to you.
Just text me on MySpace. That's where I'm most active.
Yeah, get to my journal. But I should probably say, Hey everybody, welcome to the. Someone said we need like a catchy like opening line. They said like that's every podcast they listen to has a recognizable opening and recognizable ending.
Hey, this is the Cringe Cast. We're cringy, so you don't have to be. No, but Peacock, seriously, I really do want to hear you out. Is your worry that there's other things called Cringe Cast, or do you just not like the name? And I don't. Whatever, but besides what your friends say, we know what your friends think, but really, what do you think?
That's what's the most important, is what you think.
Thank you, Chatterbox.
Grant. Look at the name of the Discord.
That's a good.
Okay. Oh, that's a great thing for an audio podcast, for you to play little jokes like that. Okay, Peacock, continue.
I think from the beginning, I already expressed that I didn't like the name when Chatterbox and I were in the very throes of the beginning when we said, "Hey, you want to do a podcast?" Like, yeah. I said it's not a good name, but we'll take it for now. And I recognize that the name, like the enjoyment of the name, comes from the idea that it is, ironic. Then that our podcast is bad and we're acknowledging it. Where I think we can still keep that shtick while having a name that is, as someone put in the server, marketable.
Okay, I have 3 propositions for podcast names.
Okay, it can't be Sexy Judy Hop.
No. It's okay. Don't worry about it. The first one is Nolan's podcast, which is the Olive Garden cast. Like the Twitter for that, his @handle. I want to use that as our official name because the @handle is not the name of the podcast. He just took it because it was a funny @ for his Twitter, and that is the PP Poo Poo podcast. I like that. I also like the Grilled Cheese podcast just because there's a story behind it within our friend group.
That is true. And what's the third one?
The third one, so you know the album that Gabriel Gundaker made that was called I Want to Meet Richard Dreyfuss?
I don't.
Okay, well he wrote an entire album about how he wants to meet Richard Dreyfuss, and he ended up meeting Richard Dreyfuss in the end. So I think that maybe we should name our podcast the Please Nostalgia Critic Come on Our podcast, and then we get Nostalgia Critic on our podcast eventually.
I'm sorry, I totally zoned out. What was your name suggestion?
He suggested PP Poo Poo Cast, which I think is in the same...
No, the PP Poo Poo Pod.
Oh, PP Poo Poo Podcast.
I like Poo Cast.
I think... it made me laugh, but it's in the same vein of the Cringe Cast, where the name is a recognizably bad name.
That's what's funny about it.
But I can agree. I can agree that Grilled Cheese Cast is at least a better name than Cringe Cast. And another thing I was thinking of is the reason I was so hard on like Chattercast is because we don't need to change anything besides like that banner on the Twitter, because
the Cheesecast.
Cheesecast works too.
The Cuckcast.
With Grilled Cheesecast, we'd only have to add a line to the current logo to make one of the C's a G, and then we'd still be able to
care about fixing the logo. I can spend 5 minutes doing that.
You just have to mess with the videos a little.
Okay, I don't care. No, we don't have to change the videos. That's the old name. We have a new name now.
We can't change the old videos because we talk about Cringecast in them. We say the name Cringecast.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter. We just say that we changed our name.
Yeah, exactly.
I can get audio files of all of us saying grilled cheese, and I can edit it into the episode.
Remember when I made that joke, and then Grant's response was, "Why would you make that work for yourself?" That's still true.
But what's the consensus from the other side? Like, this is our chance to resolve it, because Grant, what do you think about any of the title?
I honestly like Cringecast the best.
Okay. So,
absolutely.
Let's name our podcast.
I can say that Cringecast was maybe the single reason why I jumped on board. I was so in love with that title.
All right. Well, it sounds like we're gonna keep it, and I've said it already that I said it with like Grant when Shrekfest was over. Is like, yeah, it's kind of at this point, it's kind of like if we're not gonna resolve to finish it, it's still a thing we at least all are endeared to. So even if nothing happens with it, we can at least accept the title. 3 of us like it, and the other one's like, yeah, we have an attachment to it. So
I like doing a podcast with you guys.
Bullshit, man.
I can't listen to both of you at the same time.
Why not?
Why not?
I only have 2 ears.
Well, then there you go, dude. One for each
but what
ear.
about Chatterbox? I can't ignore Chatterbox.
That's for your nose.
It's real easy.
Yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm tired of your bullshit, Peacock.
Yeah? What about it?
You were pushing so hard.
I was pushing hard because I just wanted to
Change
get
the name,
to
and then we get in this call, and you're like, okay, let's keep it the Cringe
Now
Cast.
you're pushing out because
Guys,
we're all
because I
fucking-
wanted to.
I-
We so ganged up on you. You're
Everything-
like, oh, no.
Everything I wanted to say, I expressed, and I got nothing in return from either of you. That wasn't just, well, my friends like it. I got nothing but that, and you've already heard what I have to say about it, and I've already heard expressly from you two that you don't even want to bother discussing it. So I appreciate Grant just listening to it, but you two have heard it and have already acknowledged that you just don't care. And Grant says
I want the Cringe Cast to stay. That's my opinion.
I've heard that. I've heard it. And
So what part of that was that I don't care?
Connor, don't be confrontational. That's not how you get what you want.
don't be Connor-frontational.
Oh,
We got a new name for the podcast. Oh, he left.
Confrontational.
there he is.
Connor-frontational.
we can continue this conversation. I totally understand where you're coming from, but I am raring to talk about Shrekfest.
Let's get a quick. Let's get a new. Can we get like a new intro in case we don't end up keeping all of that? Let's get another
Let's do an outro. Let's kick Craig out. Let's go again.
No,
We'll keep
don't
it.
stop recording. Just
Don't. Yeah, let's get that new intro. It's like, welcome everybody to the Cringe Cast. We're cringy, so you don't have to be. Is our new catchphrase that we spent years coming up with.
Can we have Dumb Fidelity? Wait. Can we have Dumb Fidelity do like a parody of the Nostalgia Critic theme, but like as a
oh
jingle?
my god.
God, yes!
I know that they'd be up for that.
Oh my god, I'd love that. And that'd be insane.
Am one of your beautiful, handsome, lovely hosts, Peacock Hands, also known as Spencer, because I'm considering not saying peacock because that word is actually censored on YouTube because YouTube's stupid.
Wait, for real?
Because it has cock in it.
Now you've really fucked us over for monetizing our video.
That's not true. All right, and next we have our other lovely, beautiful host, Grant Dufferin.
Hello. I
Why
think
do you always introduce him second?
Yeah,
because
man. what the
I'm
fuck is
nice
up
to
with
him.
that?
That is
Bullshit.
correct.
Bullshit,
then-
you're the meanest fucking guy I know.
Our
No,
other
no.
handsome, beautiful, wonderful host is Chatterbox.
Are you kidding me? Really?
And I think that covers it for hosts.
Yeah,
so
that's
Shrekfest.
it. That's all the
You
handsome, beautiful
skipped
ones.
Craig.
No! I'm sorry, Craig. You're handsome and beautiful too. Last episode, you might have remembered, which it isn't out yet, but it'll be out. You might remember that Grant,
Conjun.
Chatterbox, and Connor weren't
Oh.
here. It was me and 2 very special guests. And the particular reason they weren't here is because a little event was going on that you might have heard about. What was it?
Shrekfest, baby.
Shrekfest was going on in Milwaukee, I
Not
think.
just any Shrekfest. Shrekfest 2019. It was in Madison, by the way.
Madison, Wisconsin.
Oh, I missed that episode. Is that up? Is that online?
It's not. I have to finish it. I've been, as previously expressed, I had to quit work, do schoolwork, and then the last 2 days I've been relaxing after that.
You're a busy guy. Do you want me to edit it for you?
I'd appreciate it if you did, but if you're busy, don't worry about it. But
Oh, I'm
anyway,
Wait,
busy.
who was in that episode?
it was me, Freddie, and Soup, and we had I intended it to be a short episode, but we ended up having a little bit of fun. So, so be it. It can be
So
it can be
that
a
was-
3.5 if so be.
That was literally
Yeah, send it
the
to me.
day. That was the day after Shrek Fest when I was just sleeping in my dorm.
Yeah, which is all fine. Anywho, Grant and Connor were at Shrek Fest. Chatterbox was Soup Cube did not talk about Shrek Fest, I believe, because I told them not to.
But he was there.
He was
Why
there.
not?
Soup Cube was there. Because we were gonna spend this episode mainly talking about Shrek Fest, so
Oh, okay.
But Chatterbox and I were not there because we live in other places that aren't Wisconsin.
Dude, I
So,
live
I
on
don't live in
Mars.
Wisconsin.
Yeah. Then how'd you go to Shrek Fest?
Took a bus. Then I took a train. Then I took a car.
All at the same time.
Yep.
Epic.
And you know what, Connor? Why don't you tell us how was Shrek Fest?
Oh, it was a wonderful experience. It was so like I was thinking about it. Or I was thinking about that in comparison to Saturday night. I went to Rocky Horror, and I've been multiple times, so it's not my first time. But both of those experiences, both Shrek Fest and Rocky Horror, are just like, first of all, they're counterculture, right? So it's like no one's there to try and be cool. No one's like, I'm going to this because it makes me feel cool. They're going to it out of genuine interest or desire to just participate in something. And it was really wholesome. It was really wholesome. It was really creatively and artistically liberating. Like I was going around and just talking to people, and everyone that I went up to would pretty much give me a hug. Like if I open my arms even slightly while talking, they'd be like, "Oh, hug, okay." Come and give me a hug, which was really nice. And
Did you win any of the many events going on at Shrek Fest?
no, sir, I did not participate in onion eating. I did not have a costume on, and I was taking pictures for most of those competitions, so I was not participating in them.
You didn't roar.
Oh, I did roar. I roared with Soup. We did a musical roar. I
Ooh.
think Tovar, I don't remember what his YouTube channel is. I think it's like Tovar the Awesome or something. He uploaded each of the competitions in full, so I'm sure that me and Soup are in that video.
Well, Grant, Connor is merely a onlooker and the maker of tapestry.
Hold on. I just want to say,
he's got one more thing.
I don't think Grant's very qualified to talk about Shrek Fest this year because he was totally fucking wasted the entire. He would come up to me with like completely spaced out, and he'd just go, "How's it going? I really can't tell how's it going. Is everything going well? Did the bands play? I didn't see any of them." Like there was multiple times when he'd come up to me and just say that.
I think that means we'll get a really good perspective on how Shrek. Maybe that's why he asked you to explain how it went, because he doesn't fucking remember. But let's find
feel
out.
like I wasn't even there.
You didn't look
Grant-
like you were there.
Tell
No,
us,
it's
what's
just-
it like running the biggest event ever in America?
Oh wow, I wouldn't know. I could tell you what it's like to run Shrek Fest.
Oh, well, tell us that.
You don't want to hear that.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
Dude, I
sorry.
don't even know
Sorry.
what the fuck that
that's just
is.
an ironic, like, cringe kind of, like, cringe style
Yeah,
stuff.
that's
We want to
cringe
hear, like, epic shit.
Oh,
Dude,
sorry,
come
sir.
on.
Oh, well, tell us a little bit about this Shrek festival that you threw together. What were you excited about? Because you spent, like, 2 months or something, or more, or less.
Yeah, there's 2 months of like heavy prep, but it's basically all year round. You have to like check in with the city and fill out permits and stuff and get vendors and get people on board to design merch like Connor, who designed the blankets, which I should say sold out, which didn't happen last year. The blankets were more expensive this year, but we sold more this year, and I think that's all due to Connor's incredible artistic endeavor.
Grant,
Thank
put
you
it up
so
on screen right here. That's the
And then I also
image.
did the button designs if you want to throw those up.
Put those up.
Oh, he did the buttons too, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing that, Connor.
Yes,
Oh,
sir,
is
that
that-
was a
that
lot of
the-
fun. The newest picture that I posted, that's a picture I took of Grant.
It's him sleeping
just-
in a couch. Put it up.
He was just out. He was just out. I'm very jealous of that Shrek list that he got from Chris.
What are you drinking in that image? What's that
I
green?
don't know. I don't remember drinking a green. What? I thought I was just drinking beer, but that's definitely green. You're right.
It's green. What are you drinking? That's the Shrek goo I keep talking about.
There we go, man. Wow, I need a shave. What happened to those sunglasses?
What's that symbol on your face? Is that an anarchist symbol?
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's a peace sign, but it's not split
Sign, right.
into 3. She forgot the extra line.
Yeah, that's like the Ford logo or whatever.
Where is this going? Also, I like that shirt a lot. But where's this couch? Was there a couch at Trek Fest?
No, it was just a little thing in a tent.
Yeah,
Oh,
my
okay.
buddies set up. Basically, Loretta, like my buddy Loretta and Mike's, they always set up, or they always like help out with Shrek Fest. And this year, they're like, "What can we do? What can we do?" And I told them, "Could you like set up like a tent that like I can hide in, if need be?" So that's what that is.
In case all your rabid fans come to tackle you and devour you and cover you in Shrek goo.
Exactly. They were going on me. But yeah, basically the reason I missed out, or I felt like I missed out on the fest. Right, I shouldn't say I missed out. I was in the brunt of it. But basically I couldn't walk 5 feet without like somebody wanting something. That sounds so ungrateful. But it was I made an effort to usually I'm running around with the schedule, making sure everyone's on task, but
That was Moses this year. That was absolutely Moses this year.
Oh yeah, Moses took. Oh, if you remember Moses from Super Smash Tournament 6, aka
do.
Bowser, he was the schedule keeper this year.
And
And
he
he
didn't
took
tap
all-
the entire Shrek Fest.
Oh, he did not tap, man. He took on the brunt of the work, and I just got to interact with people because last year, in previous years, I've just not been interacting with people. And somebody made a video essay about Shrek Fest, and they expressed dismay over not being able to talk to me. And I realized, like, yeah, I should free myself up to, because people travel, and I want to meet all the people who travel far to come to the event. Like, shout out to Rick. He's in the 3GI Discord. He traveled from the Netherlands. And
Oh
Rick,
my god.
I only got to talk to you for like a minute, but I'm so honored that you came.
If I can say, usually events hold an after party for that reason.
That's true. What was I doing afterwards? Basically, cleaning the park.
He was. Oh yeah, are you responsible for cleaning the park on your own?
Oh yeah, that park's got to be
Oh.
spotless.
That's crazy.
Do you like the
to
pictures that I
imagine.
put in host chat?
Yes, they're fantastic.
Here we go, posting more pictures in host chat that Grant has to put on screen. Bam, 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 bam.
There's Grant brushing his teeth. There's Grant drinking water, and there's Nintendo.
Is that what Nintendo looks like? He looks like he's
Yeah.
having fun. Oh, I think he made a Shrekfest video that I watched. That was the first Nintendo video I watched.
Oh, did he? I want to see it.
I might be wrong. I don't take that fully in
He
context.
posted on Twitter about it. I know
Okay.
that much.
Maybe I'm wrong. Nintendo, if you're listening, which you aren't, and I'm wrong, I'm sorry.
It's
Oh.
okay.
It's all right. So, are there any wild tales? Any tales of glory and excrement that you can espouse?
I think we maybe should say what Shrekfest is. Just real quick, it's just a festival that we throw.
Chatterbox.
Chatterbox, you gotta stop posting images in the Discord because I'm gonna have Grant put them on the screen. Bam! And we said after episode 1 we don't want images in the podcast anymore, with exceptions.
We can't stop this, man.
We
But,
can't
yeah.
stop you guys.
Shrekfest is just a giant party we throw. We have bands. Dumb Fidelity played. If you know anything about 3GI, you know who Dumb Fidelity is. Jonan and Tate.
Oh my god, what is that? What am I looking at? What is that? It looks like a Star Wars creature. Oh, gross! Gross, gross! Get that last one out of here! Alright, you can keep the Peter Griffin, it's alright. Connor, you're going mental.
Sirs. Gotta
Oh
stop
my
goofing off with those images, sir. We have a podcast to do. These two are a couple of goofballs.
Oh, gross! We can't put that one in the podcast.
All right, Grant, make sure you cut all this stuff out. please, thank you. All right, you got them all out of your system. Can we continue?
No.
Okay, I'm done now.
Okay, Grant, return from editing out this section of Connor and Chatterbox putting images in the Discord. Anywho, we're back from that. Grant was talking about more.
Oh my god.
Anywho, so wacky zany tales at Shrekfest. Grant, boom.
Probably the wackiest thing that happened was we didn't have onions for the onion eating contest.
Oh my god, yeah.
And forgetting to bring onions to Shrekfest, we totally just fucked up, man.
How did the contest not happen?
No, we had some onions. Basically, what happened was when we were packing up for Shrekfest, we're at my place, and Moses grabbed my personal onions from my kitchen, thinking that they were the onions for Shrekfest. So that when they did the Walgreens run before Shrekfest, they didn't grab onions because they had some.
God damn
They
it.
didn't have enough.
Yeah, and then after the event, they explained to me, like, yeah, we didn't have enough onions. And I'm like, how much did you have? And they're like, oh, I had 2 bags from your house. And I'm like, oh, those weren't for Shrekfest. And 2 bags would never be enough. But anyways, they got it figured out.
God damn it, Moses.
Oh,
you
they were
cheating
about
Smash Brothers.
So we had finished the first round and it was a tie. And so Sam and the other guy, Hurricane something, I don't remember, were about to, like, they had both tied. And so Eric was like literally moments away from switching the voting to a cheer-based contest. So whoever had the loudest cheers won. And then right as he was about to start it, someone came running up with another bag of onions.
Really?
Oh, hero.
And Sam ate, I just want to say this. I want to put this on the record. Sam ate 2 onions on the 30th. Like, when I came for Shrekfest and we were leaving the pizza place, Sam just devoured an onion in the street.
Yeah, so
then-
basically what Connor's saying is we went out the night before Shrekfest, and we met up with Connor we met up with Sam and his crew. Sam is the guy who won the onion eating contest the previous 2 years at Shrekfest.
Oh my god.
And just in the
he
street,
is crazy.
he's nuts. He's not a professional bodybuilder, but he obviously builds his body.
Well, he's obviously a professional onion devourer.
And
for real.
on the day of Shrekfest, he ate 2 just during the day. He ate 1 when they were about to start the onion eating contest, but they were doing the raffle beforehand, and Eric counted down. He went 3, 2, 1 to move on to the next ticket because someone hadn't claimed their prize. And when he went 3, 2, 1, Sam just started eating the onion. So he ate a total of 5 onions that day, plus 2 the day before Shrekfest.
He
So
just casually ate onions.
He ate 3 before the competition. He ate 2 for the competition, and he ate 2 the day before. So he ate 7 onions total.
He was born
he's
for this.
nuts. Yeah, he has the will of a warrior.
And
He's got the skin of an onion.
me and Harrison were talking that we think it's really funny that Nolan and Sam are such good friends because they look and act so completely different, yet they clearly get along super well.
Yo, opposites attract.
There you
It's a
go.
fact.
They complete each other.
That's what Scat Cat says. And Paula Abdul. Scat Cat was an animated rapper.
Oh, like my favorite Martian.
The Butt Ugly Martians.
Yes, sorry, the Butt Ugly Martians. That's an animated rapper.
The big alien cave?
They did rap. I guess if you can count that music as rap.
We don't want to destroy Earth, we just want to fill our girth.
We don't want to start a war. We just want a hoverboard. I actually like that part of the song, but fill my girth
I wanted to-
upsets me.
I wanted to ask, didn't you guys mention that the movie almost didn't play this year?
Oh yeah, Connor, what happened with that?
So this is all Grant's fault. I just want to specify, don't point at me.
Yeah,
I saved the day.
runs
Grant
the event.
So we got Grant's MacBook out, we plugged it into the projector, and then we plugged the audio in. And then we find out the Grant's trackpad doesn't work, and he doesn't have a mouse with him. So we can't click on the movie. We can't click on the movie. There is Shrek Retold, and there is Shrek, a clearly pirated version of Shrek, sitting on his hard drive, and we can't click on either of them because his trackpad does not work on his laptop. So me and Eric literally sprinted to Grant's car. I got my backpack out. I had my Surface in my backpack. We ran back. I was able to, while we were waiting for that, I was able to, like while we were trying to get Shrek, because basically the only thing that I had downloaded was Shrek Retold. I have Shrek Retold downloaded on my hard drive. I do not have just Shrek. So while we were trying to figure that out, I was playing the trailer for Shrek 2 Retold that was made specifically for Shrek Fest, and so that was kind of like calming people down until we got the movie running. But basically, I got my Surface out, we plugged it in, we plugged the audio in so that my display was connected, and then I got to give a shout out to Tovar. He came just to hang out, but he he ended his vlog with this, but he was able to turn on his mobile hotspot on his phone. And so my Surface connected to his mobile hotspot, and then we used Moses's Hulu account or someone else's Hulu account to pull up Shrek, and we streamed Shrek. So my Surface,
that was a group effort.
Yeah, my Surface, Tovar's hotspot, someone else's Hulu account. All three of us came together, and we got Shrek going.
Damn, where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah. So
thank you guys for doing that. You saved the day.
I liked running around and yelling that I saved Shrek Fest, but it really was a group effort on behalf. It was just I ran really hard back and forth between Grant's car like 3 times before we got the movie running, so I felt like I'd done the most effort, and so I was like, I saved Shrek Fest. It was on me, but it was really a group effort in the end.
Grant, can you edit in a round of applause for Connor and the whole Shrek team? Right here, it's being edited in. It's really loud, and now edit in booing, boo, boo.
What's the booing for?
Oh, because I'm on the podcast, and I'm the villain.
Oh, they're booing at you.
Yeah, because I'm talking over their cheering, so now they're booing at me. But as you can tell, I don't care that they're booing.
Are they still booing?
No, now they're doing like when people kiss on a sitcom and the audience goes, woo! That's what's happening.
Oh, why are they doing that?
Because you edited them in doing that.
Oh, okay.
Because we control them. We literally fucking control them.
Their wills are ours to bend. Anyway.
I understand.
After Shrek Fest, which was a big... Connor ran around eating onions and screaming with Soup Cube on a microphone. After all of that was done, you got all the goo cleaned up off the park. Then Shrek Retold, the project where 200 plus animators all work together to remake Shrek 1. You can watch it right now on YouTube. What was played for the first time in a theater, correct?
No, not the first time.
Not the first time, but it was the first time it played in a theater that I was present at.
Okay,
Yeah.
then this was the first director screening.
Sanctioned screening, yeah.
Yeah, well, I was at a different screening, but it wasn't at I was at a couple different screenings, but
It looked like
wasn't
it
in
had,
a
sheet
theater.
hung out, and it was like a outdoor thing.
Okay, so like a drive-in place. But either way,
No, it was like a bunch of lawn chairs set up in front of a projector on a sheet. Like it was like.
Oh, so it wasn't a real theater. It was like a. It was almost
it
like
was
it
a
was
home
Grant's-
movies kind of situation. It was let's have a bunch of friends over, eat some food, and watch Shrek Retold.
Okay.
Okay,
but
well, thank you for discrediting that screening.
Oh,
Anyways,
How
God.
did I discredit it? David Liebhart was there. It's very credible. I'm just saying it was much more casual than like.
Oh, I thought. What are you talking about? Were you at a
Well, there
screening
was-
of Shrek Retold?
Are you talking about the first one?
I'm just talking about in general. There were multiple, like one of them that seemed very homegrown. Like David Liebhart was there, and there were some other screenings that like, people who worked on it came to. I'm just saying that they were not in any way drive-ins or like air-conditioned, indoor theaters. They were just kind of a lot more casual.
Oh, well, there's been a ton of screenings all over the world, actually. There's one in Israel that I filmed an intro for. I was excited about that one.
Can you send that intro?
There's no way I still have it. I'll try to. Maybe I can find the email and find the attachment. But
I remember this screening being at a theater. Like a theater called you. Is that correct, Grant?
Yeah, this was at the Oriental Theater in Milwaukee, which is like it's a very old theater in Milwaukee. It was like built in the 20s, and it is gorgeous. I saw the room there. I got to meet Tommy Wiseau there. They host.
You got to meet Tommy Wiseau.
Yeah, I saw him when they did the screening there. That was awesome. Tommy's so funny.
Someone in the Shrek 2 Discord is making The Room Retold. They just announced today.
Oh wow!
You're like extremely similar to Tommy Wiseau in many aspects.
The long hair,
the long hair, the way that you talk and act at times, without the infliction that Tommy has. Your time where people like
you only make movies to have sex scenes in them.
That is true.
A funny story is when I saw The Room, there was a Q&A beforehand, and somebody asked Tommy Wiseau if he could do a shout out for Shrek Fest. And so he goes, "What is it, Shrek Fest?" And they're like, "Yeah, it's a festival of Shrek." And he went, "Okay, listen everybody, go to Shrek Fest. It's a lot of fun. We all love Shrek. So yay Shrek Fest," or something like that. I wish
anyone recorded that.
Yeah, nobody recorded that.
I was not filming. I did not know that was coming, but it freaked my friends and I out. Yeah.
Shout out to Shrek. I'm so happy that, like, even if
me and Grant had a long phone call today planning stuff for Shrek 2 Retold, and he's on our wish list. We want him for Shrek 2.
We could get him to do a voice.
Yeah.
But some people just don't know 3GI, and that's how it is. People don't know 3GI. They don't know what the other stuff the channel does, but people know Shrekfest.
What the fuck is a puzzle master?
Yeah,
there's a lot of people. I think that's why Shrekfest works so much, because everybody knows what Shrek is. Like, because basically, Shrekfest is a 3GI festival. It's how 3GI would do things. It's all DIY. It's kind of like rough and dirty, and it's just like all about being goofy and having fun. But if you call it Shrek Fest, then you get people traveling for it.
Do you play the actual movie?
Yeah.
Are you allowed to legally?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's a free event.
Yeah, we're not charging.
My favorite quote from Grant at Shrekfest. You might want to cut this out. I just think it was funny though. Grant just goes. I was talking to him, and he just at some point he goes, "Man, all these people come up to me. They're asking me questions about Shrek and stuff. Fuck Shrek, man. I'm just here to party and get fucking wasted."
Grant,
there's no way I said that.
You said that. You said fuck Shrek, and it like resonated with me deeply.
I think I said that because
I'm just here to party, man.
That's like the Grant going like, "Who cares?" when someone's like talking.
It was just so funny because he just goes, "Fuck Shrek, man."
I think it's funny to be aggressively dismissive at times.
Yeah. I agree.
But, I did a ton of interviews, and people asked me about memes and stuff, and that always happens. And I'm like, let's just talk about like throwing a massive party. That I'm so ready to talk about.
Well, ask him about
that. And I'm so uninterested in talking about like memes.
Well, yeah, it's such a shitty question. Like, what do you want me to say, dude? These like boring fucking pictures online. We're at a festival.
We talked about this on episode 1.
We did. Well, we also talked about Shrekfest on episode 1, so it's pretty nice. It's a nice.
We didn't talk about Shrekfest 2019.
Oh my god, we barely did.
Yeah, Connor, I'm glad that this was your first Shrekfest, because this was by far the best one. There was so many people. Like I watched the footage of Shrekfest and I see all these goofy costumes. I'm like, I didn't even see that. Like the crowd was so big. There's no way I could have seen like every single person.
And like my friend Wyatt, there's some like prank YouTuber who was there filming, and I have no idea who he was, and I didn't recognize him at all. But my friend Wyatt is a big fan of him, and he posted like a Shrek Fest recap video, and then like all of a sudden I get like a really, really excited long Snapchat message from him where he's like, holy shit, I was watching his video and I didn't even know you went to Shrek Fest, and I see you in the background. And he sent me a screenshot where I'm like, the back half of my head is in one of the shots.
Dude, you're like a superstar now.
Yeah.
Dude, damn.
You're bigger than 3GI.
You should have shaved Cringecast into the back of your head. As an advertisement.
Connor, can you fucking step up for the podcast? Come on.
If there's ever a year where all three of you guys are at Shrekfest, we can do a Cringe cast panel there.
I tried to kiss Nintendo. I tried to say, Nintendo, please be on our podcast. Please let me kiss you, but also please be on Cringecast.
During the kiss?
What did he say?
He said, okay.
We got it! We got him confirmed!
We got him! Confirmed.
Oh my god. And here he is. Here's Nintendo.
Hi guys, you like Nintendo?
I don't.
You know, Nintendo sounds a lot like Peter Griffin.
Hey, what the heck?
What the heck, Lois?
Frickin' sweet, Lois?
It's
Now there's
freaking
3
sweet.
Nintendos in here. What the heck?
That's too many Nintendos.
You know what grinds my gears?
You sound like a gangster, like a mafia gangster.
Yeah, see? What do you got? Funny? What am I, a clown to you? Huh? Funny like how?
You Ponzi.
You pots. Anywho. Yeah, hopefully we can get Nintendo on here. Grant, that's on you, buddy.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. Should that be our next guest that who should I focus on?
If we can't get Nintendo, if we
Or
can't get Nintendo, Shafrillis, or Larry Boy, I think next episode we have to have my roommates and someone else on. Because we can't get Connor's mom on.
We can get my girlfriend on.
She would be nice. We'll get my roommates, your girlfriend, Chatterbox's dad, and
Grant's dad. He lives. Get his dad on.
Did you meet my dad, Connor?
Yes, sir. I also met your uncle and your mom and I think your aunt. I'm not sure.
Does Grant's mom look like him in person as well?
Yes. Oh my god. I knew it was his mom right away. She came up, she gave me a peanut butter sandwich, but like I knew it was Grant's mom right away.
She handed you a peanut. It's so nice.
She made peanut butter sandwiches for a bunch of people on staff. Literally, okay. The line for hot dogs that Grant's dad was handing out was so incredibly long. I didn't get a hot dog, but I got a peanut butter sandwich from Grant's mom, and then I was walking around and some like couple was eating pizza, and I came up to them like, hey, can I bum a slice off you? And they just gave me a piece of pizza. So I had a piece of pizza, I had a peanut butter sandwich from Grant's mom, and then some like running club was meeting in the back of the park, and they had like a potluck going on. So I was like, oh yes, I'm here for running club, and I scoop a bunch of food in my plate and run away. So
yeah, you did the running.
Yeah.
I love this I love the hypothetical scenario in which I'm at Shrekfest and Grant's mom comes with a peanut butter sandwich. Like, would you like a peanut butter sandwich? Like, yeah, I would. But what the fuck is that? That's not a sandwich.
I knew that's where this was going. This is not a sandwich.
Oh my god.
Not a sandwich, Grant.
If you do that to Grant's mom, I will punch you.
I would never do that to Grant's lovely mother that looks like
disrespectful.
Yeah, but she always makes peanut butter jelly sandwiches for the crew because we rarely have time to eat.
Yeah.
What a darling lady. Grant's mom, if you're listening, which I hope you are because you're encouraging your son's many ventures. You're a lovely woman. You made a lovely son.
Let's get Grant's dad. Let's get the
Chatterbox dad.
What his name is. Let's get the announcer from some of the Smash tournaments. The old guy with the mustache.
Jack?
Yeah, Professor Jack.
I would love Professor Jack on here, Grant. Get him on here.
Let's try.
Let's get Professor Jack. Let's get my girlfriend. Let's get
my roommate.
Peacock's roommate. Let's get Chatterbox's dad, and
let's get Chatterbox.
Chatterbox would be great for this podcast, but he's far away.
This is fucking stupid. I'm out.
We keep I should say I'll probably only get one of my roommates on here. Unfortunately, I think Michael is too scared to be in a social situation, and Ryan will be asleep. But Everett is
situation.
Yeah, through situation.
Is Everett the one that you argue with on Twitter?
Yes, he's the one who we have fake Twitter beef.
Ate your food, right?
Yes, on me and my roommate Everett, we have a fake Twitter beef. but I shouldn't say it's fake. I should say it's real. Grant, edit that to make it sound like I said real instead of fake.
Oh, I'm not. Well,
where-
just.
Yeah.
Well, here,
Yeah.
let's start that over. Is Everett
Me-
the roommate that you fight with on publicly on Twitter all the time?
Me and my roommate Everett have real Twitter drama going on Twitter all the time.
You really sold it.
Thank you. Yeah. Something else to cut out here is that what we'll do is we'll literally say like, "Hey, can you go say this on Twitter?" and I'll respond with this, and that's what happens. And but very recently he got like rub-on tattoos from work, and he put them all over his body, and he tweeted, he like jokingly he took a picture of himself with a rub-on tattoo on his head, and he responded is at the name of the place he works at on Twitter. He's like, "Hey, I put on one of your tattoos and I can't get it off." And the next day they responded saying like, "Get some baby oil." And I replied to that with like a picture of him from high school with a bottle of water stuck in his mouth that just says, "Nah, we tried that. This is what happened." I'm very happy with how that went down.
I'm happy too.
Thank you. Businesses responding on Twitter is just so weird because it's like an intern who doesn't care. But Chatterbox,
Peacock.
what have you done since we last spoke on the podcast? Which
I've been
for
trying
the
to get a
viewers-
job. Oh, I'm sorry,
you-
sir.
No, it's okay. I was gonna say for the viewers, it's almost as if we these episodes are only minutes away from each other, even. But for us, this was like 2 weeks. So what 2 weeks ago were you doing? Trying to get a job, you said.
Yeah, trying to get a job. I got a letter in the mail saying I have jury duty, so I got to fill that shit out.
Do you
that.
know what the court case is? Do you have to be hush about it? Is it something like murder?
I have no clue until I go there. But I went to jury duty before, and I can somewhat tell that one to my recollection.
Was it fun or not fun?
I didn't get picked, but I went into the courtroom and I heard some of the case, right?
Okay.
And I swear to God, man, the dude's lawyer was straight out of like SVU. Like, I'm not even kidding. I'm sorry, what?
He was a lawyer?
No, the dude's lawyer was given this whole speech about how you shouldn't presume people guilty before innocent. And I swear it was like something out of a show. It was insane.
What do you mean? Was it like really heartfelt and dramatic?
It was not heartfelt, but certainly dramatic. He definitely put on like a whole spiel of how you shouldn't judge people, and it was so like I was in a theater or something, man. It was really,
Yeah, but
really crazy. And
It's
people
too
were
bad
getting...
he.
I'm sorry, go ahead, sir.
Well,
No,
I was
you
gonna
go.
say it's too bad that he needs to do it because we definitely have a very
Oh yeah.
I'll say cancel culture because it kind of is extremely similar, but it's not the same thing. But we have a very guilty because they're here in court, or like
Yeah.
we have this inherent thing of like, you know, when you see when police are searching a house, and the person's like, "No, don't search my things," and you think like, why wouldn't you want them to search your stuff if not for the fact that you had something illegal? One should be like, no, I just don't want the police searching my stuff. And yes, there are probably illegal things in that stash, but I don't care. And I wish we didn't have that kind of society, but it's kind of we're kind of ingrained to recognize when there's bullshit, when it's like, yeah, you're shady, I know, but we should protect your rights anyway.
One thing I remember, and I think this might be somewhat of a bad example, but when it first dropped, people were already like clowning on Pro Jared when he released that video. Immediately. Like, I'm talking, there's no way they clicked on the video and listened to any of it, right? People were immediately just saying, fuck off, right? You've been accused and you're done. And that's just not really a good... That's not really...
It's not a good way to handle it, and I'm glad that a lot has come into light that takes him, not to say takes the blame out of him, but from what we've seen, just watch his video. If you've been following along, you already know that most of what has been said has either been proven false or proven dishonest by the information just not all being there. Like, it's either they were lying, or they never had proof to begin with, or we weren't being given all the information, and it completely changed that.
The guy really fucked up bad, though.
I say that we start hashtag cancel Grant Dufferin on Twitter.
Oh,
No.
Did you see
No.
that picture of Grant? He said, I'm going out to the Shrek Retold 2,
Oh, my
Shrek
God.
Retold theater, and he's wearing blackface, and he's ready to
Oh
go.
my God!
Have you seen that picture?
I knew you were gonna say that. Edit that out. Edit that out. You don't want that.
No, dude, I'm not
No,
editing
don't put
that out. I'm
no,
not
Edit
editing
it
it out.
out.
Grant's not even here.
Put
He's
that
not even
out.
here to dispute it. He went to get water or something.
I'm so sorry. I left to pee. I just got back, and I hear you saying I wasn't there.
Oh well, then you'll hear it when you re-listen to the episode.
Grant,
Oh,
you're gonna
no.
want to edit that out for
You're
sure.
in for a,
You're not gonna
but
like
yeah,
it, man.
so yes,
We don't
I
talk-
agree.
You're gonna be
Alright,
really
hold on,
surprised,
wait,
Grant. It's a blackface joke.
wait. Okay, there you go. They said it again.
Yeah,
No
I
more
agree.
of
We
that.
should
Can we-
cancel.
Okay,
hashtag
wait.
cancel
No,
Grant
hold
Dufferin.
on. Let's stop making jokes like that, because that's really
Oh,
bad.
I
You know what I
understand that
Let's
it
stop.
is a lot worse, and I wouldn't have made it if I didn't know that Grant would have gone no, and then edited it out of the episode. But he just so happened to not be here the one time it's made.
Oh man. Oh jeez, you guys.
So what
It's alright,
jokes
it
have we barred? We can't,
can't
make
make fun
jokes
of-
about Grant's mom.
We can't make fun of Chatterbox's weird nipples.
What? Yeah, you can. I don't care.
All right,
can't call
Chatterbox has
Peacock
weird
gay.
nipples.
Thank you.
We can't call me gay.
We
That
can
would be
definitely
rude.
say Peacock is a fucking weirdo for not peeing in the shower. That's a big
Yeah,
one.
you can pee on the shower. You can pee near the shower, but
I
you
s-
can't pee in the toilet.
In the
Wait,
toilet.
wait. I wasn't here for that. I still haven't listened to the rest of the Conjun episode. Are you saying that you
Oh
pee in
my
the toilet
God.
from the shower?
Oh, don't open
Yeah,
this
so
can
so
of
you
worms.
stand in the toilet and you pee in the sink and it ricochets into the shower.
Peacock, man.
Wait, I thought we're not saying peacock anymore.
Yeah, we can't say peacock, dude. We have to say the other word,
You
penis.
You can't say
That's really
peacock?
bad.
Why can't
No,
we say
sorry.
peacock anymore? What's wrong with
It's-
peacock?
It's
Can I
not
just
it's
call
not
you
funny.
fat?
It's not epic.
Can I just call you Cock for short, you think?
You can call me like Big Cock or Big Floppy Cock.
Can we call you pee?
No, that's the name of our podcast, if you recall, the Pee Pee Poo Poo podcast.
Wait,
I
but
wish that was the name of our podcast.
Connor, Spencer does not like to pee in the shower, is how that goes.
Yeah, and Conjan's response was just, "You are a coward." Is
Good.
his only.
He was right.
is-
He is absolutely
well,
right.
That doesn't mean much. It doesn't negate that I still think there will be splatter. But that was last episode.
Oh
There'll
my
still be
God.
splatter.
Who the hell cares, man? You are
Alright,
in
here's-
the shower.
Hey, Connor, next time be in the episode and then you can respond.
Wait, listen. Is peeing in the shower a sandwich?
I wanted to ask Conjan, would he stand in a
Alright.
toilet after he
Get-
flushed the toilet?
Get Conjun in here real quick.
Get Conjan in here to answer this question. Would he stand in a toilet after he flushed it?
No, you damaged the toilet.
That's rude. How would you damage the toilet? Unless you're like a morbidly obese individual.
Oh, the toilets. Well, basically, toilets got a wax ring, and it's all about stress. It's really okay. So, anyways, my mom owns a bunch of properties, and sometimes I'll have to replace the wax ring, and you definitely have to replace it when there's a heavy person staying in that place. So, if you're a
Okay.
heavy person, get ready to replace that wax ring.
But Grant, how are you implying that the heavy people stand in the toilet?
I'm implying that. Well, basically, this might turn to a physics lesson, but when there's a smaller surface area that the pressure's being applied to, it's going to be more
No,
weight.
yeah, I recognize that. But what? But you're saying like you have houses that your mother owns houses that large people live in,
Correct, sir.
and they in some way damage this ring.
Yep, by being heavy.
Heavy. I'm saying they're standing in the toilet.
Sir, please do not stand in a toilet. You will crack the porcelain.
Throw a firecracker in the toilet.
Are you implying that your mother owns houses that large people live in and who actively stand in the toilet?
Yep, Peacock, you're a smart guy. That is exactly what I was saying, and that
Thank
does
you,
prove
Grant.
that absolutely proves your thesis that you shouldn't pee in the shower. Let's not forget
Thank
what
you,
this
Grant.
conversation's about.
For you saying that.
You're welcome, sir.
I've-
Sorry, I
I've-
called you
I-
Peacock. I meant to say Spencer.
Thank you. We should probably just switch to the first name because it won't get us. It won't get us banned.
Spencer Cock?
Yeah. No, Grant. What I'm saying, like, if you flush, because this whole thing is saying like, oh, you're using the water. It's gonna clean off whatever you're leaving behind, and then you're gonna be standing in a thing that water has run through where you are currently standing, so it should mean it's okay to stand in. So if you stand in a place that was just flushed with water, is that okay?
No.
And I feel like the
you got
answer is
poop
no.
stains.
I
If you disinfect the toilet, then just you can drink out of it. Like the water's fine, but there's still residual bacteria that's not flushed when you just
You're
flush
right.
a toilet.
There is residual bacteria.
I think
But
it's
when there's-
fine. Sometimes
When there's in
when
the
I used to
shower,
do-
when there's active water running, it doesn't matter because there's nothing for the pee to stick to. It just washes down.
I don't know, man. It seems like the same situation with a toilet.
Kenny.
But Grant, what were you
You
gonna?
pee in the shower.
Occasionally.
Okay, confirmed.
Did you say Kenny? Put Kenny on the podcast.
My roommate.
Hi.
Put Kenny on the podcast.
He says hi.
Hello,
Scott,
sir.
Have
I'm
Ken-
back.
have
I'm
Kenny
sorry.
come here and be part of this real quick.
No, he's putting his shoes on. He's about to leave.
Oh, okay. Tell
he's
Kenny
about
say
to go
bye.
pee in the shower.
He's got to put his shoes on. To
Yeah,
pee in
that's
the
what he's
shower.
doing.
Put my shoes on.
He's gonna stand in the toilet with his shoes on and pee in the shower.
He's doing a socks and sandals thing.
Sounds
Oh, that's
epic.
that's freakish.
To go pee in the shower.
What
It's
I
not
missed,
warm.
gentlemen? I'm sorry.
Nothing. We were just back on the shower peeing. But anyway, let's ignore that.
I think that
Connor,
I think that ever
we
since
spent a whole episode on it.
I know. What I was gonna say is I think that ever since
only like
we
15
made
minutes on
ever-
it. Let's do
ever-
a whole episode on it for real.
ever since we hit the conversation about jokes that we're not allowed to say on the podcast, I think we all lost our train of thought. What the hell was that?
Yeah, what was that?
Oh my god.
Is that the Joker's trick?
I think that was just drilling, but hold on.
Zim's trick,
It
dude.
sounded like a child, like a woman screaming, like an adult woman.
Yeah, it was scary. Well, Connor, is there anything else we should say about Shrekfest other than it was an awesome party?
I mean, Shrek to Retold, we're now, I mean, it's open for people to sign up.
Oh,
if they want
and
to.
if anybody listening to this podcast that's on that server, please direct any and all concerns to me,
Attention.
as I will be answering it.
Cringecast. I found out what happened. It was my roommate Everett.
I just tripped. I mean, like, I didn't expect it to hurt so much.
He tripped or he tricked?
He Joker's tripped.
Oh, got it.
I was just walking, and then all of a sudden my nose slips. They just fucking tripped me.
Not to call you out on the podcast, but why do you always come home smelling like urine?
Because he pees in the shower.
Because you pee in the shower.
What the fuck? The whole podcast against me now.
No, the whole podcast is supporting you. They're against me.
Wait, ask him. Does he pee in the shower?
Yeah,
Yeah,
ask him.
Everett pees in
This
the
is the
shower.
roommate survey. Come on.
Yeah.
Roommate survey.
As we know, the roommate survey is always accurate. So yeah, Everett tripped and he big screamed. That was all. Anyway,
All right, guys. So,
as you were saying, Connor.
Thank you for that.
I just wanted to
That's
read
an
out
epic
Grant's
moment.
home address and cell phone number on this podcast.
Go ahead.
His phone number is +1 for United States.
God.
Connor, I feel like
Plus
Yeah,
one
it's
to
really
United
funny, I
States.
get it, but yeah, okay, very funny. you are silently pushing me away from it.
42 while we wasted me. Thank you.
I'm sorry, sir.
It's okay, sir. I understand.
Attention
I
all
did.
sirs.
I'm sorry.
Please shut the fuck up. Thank you. Attention all sirs.
All right, thank you.
Please
Our
suck
brand new-
my
Our brand
Thank
new
you.
bit. Chatterbox says something funny. Chatterbox, you get one time per episode. You say something funny. Do it right now.
Peacock, I don't pee in the shower. I'm so cool.
And this has
Look at
been
me.
Chatterbox
I'm a
says something funny
germaphobe.
once per episode.
There you go.
And
Done.
No,
Alright.
I'm back to being funny. Sorry.
Done. I think.
well,
we
thank
really
you
need to
for
be done.
for listening. Thank you for coming on.
I love you.
Grant.
Wait, are we ending the show?
Yeah. Did you have something else to talk about?
Yeah, Nostalgia Boy. We didn't mention him.
That's right. We have to talk about what Nostalgia Boy's been up to. Well, let's take a quick peek onto the 3DI Discord and see what the last thing he said was.
Chatterbox, stop.
He's scaring him. All right. Other than, I guess the obvious one is that we've been using the Family Guy character creator to make ourselves into Family Guys, and someone edited one to look like Chatterbox or Nostalgia Critics, Nostalgia Boys character.
Wow.
And Nostalgia Boy, he said,
Just
I
give
have to
up,
watch.
man,
Have
honestly.
watched Shrek
God.
2 200 times to be able to do a scene in
Oh,
it.
can you talk about that fight you got in with
With
Chatter?
who?
Chatter, turn
And
that
then
off,
you went
sir.
off on him, man. That was fucking
What
hilarious.
fight? The fight about him. He's like, he says,
Basically, both you and Nostalgia Boy are doing parts for Shrek 2 Retold.
yes, at our own pace.
And Nostalgia, you mentioned that you haven't seen the movie in a long time, and that triggered Nostalgia Boy because he's seen it over 200 times, according to him.
Yes, yes, and he's probably exaggerating just a little, but let's. Was there a dog outside?
No, I
Anyway,
think he's being
Stay
legit.
focused.
I'm focused entirely because
I bet he's
I'm
underselling
saying,
it. I bet he watched it
I
300
need
times.
to shut my window. Hold on.
You
Dog.
walked away when there was a scream sound. You got distracted because there's a freaking dog barking.
I
Just
thought
shut
my
your mouth.
roommate was dying of drill death, but
That would be funny, and you can deal with that after we're done recording.
that would be a funny moment. But right now, good old Nostalgia Boy, he's asking me about how my scene's going, and if we get into it, I'm saying I haven't seen the full movie. We were talking about how something about like Prince Charming wasn't that bad in the movie. He wasn't actually a bad guy, but then it was like, oh, he was. It's like, oh, I haven't seen the movie in probably the second movie in a while. And it's like, you haven't seen the whole movie in a while. How are you gonna do less than 1 minute scene? And I'm like, as long as I know what my scene is, I can do that one scene. And he's like, no, I was only able to do my scene because I've seen Shrek 200 times. I'll even get exactly what he set up. Let's find it. Call
My
out.
favorite part of that was what Connor said after.
What?
I don't know what Connor said.
Connor said, Peacock, I think you just make things up and then just, that's your belief.
Oh yeah, and then you
Yeah,
just
dude.
defend it like hardcore. Because I swear to God, sometimes it seems like you just make stuff up. Like, this is the truth now. I'm gonna keep making stuff up to defend it.
What you were responding that with though, like I say people who are working on things, animators who are working on things don't have access to the full piece before they work on it. Like, do you not know what I'm saying there? How are they going to see the full piece, Connor?
I'm sorry, sir, what?
There's a finished script and usually finished audio.
Yeah, we have like animator, I'll say animator sweatshops, like where they definitely do not know the entire thing they're working on, but they are able to work on their scene and make a good scene.
Because they don't care, because there's no passion behind it. But
Ooh.
Shrek 2
Yeah,
needs
but
to be
that's still, they're
passionate.
still a professional animator.
So you're not
Ooh.
passionate about this project, and honestly, I'm feeling like I'm just gonna
Wow.
kick
Oh,
you
that's
out of
what.
it,
That's
man.
definitely what I said, Connor. Thank you for listening.
Yeah.
Just like I said, sometimes Connor, you just don't listen.
Well, I said you make stuff up, so
Connor, sometimes you just don't agree with whatever we say, and it really pisses me off.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna knock. I'm actually gonna take 3 points away from.
Connor, you just don't go with the status quo. Fuck off.
Yeah, Connor, you're actually getting banned from life. So
You can shut up now.
you can. Oh, but we'll end it on here. But when arguing with Nostalgia Boy about not having watched Shrek 200 times, I fucking said it's not like J.K. Rowling saw the Harry Potter movies before she wrote the books. I like that.
What if she did? She had a vision.
Holy shit, like a wizard?
Yeah, you don't know that.
Maybe she did. I feel like she would have said it already if she had, because she likes to toot her own horn.
No, if she reveals her power, she loses it like Eliza Thornberry.
Thorn.
From the
Doesn't Elijah Thornberry get her powers back?
is that the girl from the Hey Arnold Jungle movie?
No, that's Hey Arnold. That's Holga.
Well, I don't know.
It's called Jungle
It's been a
Review.
while
Thank
since
you.
I've seen his Nostalgia Boys reviews. I don't remember what the characters' names are or what kind of animals like.
I can't believe
Patty Man.
I can't believe Nickelodeon animated an entire movie just so Nostalgia Boy could review it.
Can we?
I was thinking I can also put my review of New Video Large 7,
Yes,
just so
plug
we
that.
have that on my channel. Or I'll have it go on his channel instead.
I like that on your channel. There's a review of a video you made.
I talked about that in the first episode.
Chatter, can you buy it?
He told me in DMs, fucking upload this.
He cusses a lot on Twitter.
He
didn't
posts stuff
actually
like,
say cuss
well,
word.
he's like,
But I'm
yo,
just being dramatic. I'm
caption
sorry.
this, and its captions like when you blast a peanut in a lady's vagina. You're
Yeah,
like,
he says
Jesus.
dirty shit.
He says like,
Dude, he does.
he's
Oh,
a
Nostalgia
disgusting-
Boy. Oh yeah.
He's a disgusting young man. He needs to soap out his mouth. He needs to pee in his mouth.
I remember when I was talking to him about a Shrek 2 scene, and he literally said, "I want mine to be controversial. I wanted to stick out like a sore thumb." And my response to him was Nostalgia Boy. Maybe if you're trying to be controversial, maybe you're doing it wrong.
That's a valid point. I would say just let people submit whatever, and you don't have to use people's pieces. You're not locked in.
You know, Nostalgia Boy is gonna kill
Yeah,
us.
there's no contract
Oh
or
yeah,
anything.
Nostalgia Boy. As you know, he'll have a grudge and he'll go on a revenge campaign.
What would be his revenge? He'll tell us that the music's too loud.
He's gonna do Shrek 3 rewritten, and he's not gonna invite us. That's what he told me.
He's gonna do Shrek 2 retold.
He says he does want to make Shrek 3 rewritten, guys.
He wants to do it by
That
himself.
is-
He wants
that's
to
gonna be his
screenwrite it, he wants to
project.
storyboard it.
Do you
Yeah.
remember, Connor? Do you remember you sent him a Google Drive folder with 2 files, and he was so confused you had to remove one of the files before he downloaded?
Oh, I had to remove one of them.
Are
And then
you
he
serious?
said, "I don't know what a WAV file is. Please send it to me as an MP3." I'm like, "The MP3 is in the folder." Like, yeah, but I just want the MP3. I don't want the WAV. And so I had to delete
Oh
WAV.
my
And then he said,
god.
"I still can't. I still just want the file. I don't want the folder." So I had to open, like, I literally had to click one button to open the MP3 file as its own link, so that if I copy and pasted it, it would just send the MP3 file and it would open up on like a black screen with the audio bar. I had to send that to him.
How old is he?
He's like,
He's starting his
15,
freshman
I
year. He's
think.
like 15.
Oh, he's gonna start driving next year. The world is in danger.
it's gonna be like it's like that episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog where Mariel's like a kid and she's like, more cheese, more macaroni. You need to make it so intricate just so he has the WAV file.
More nostalgia, more boy.
Less boy, more nostalgia.
Oh man, what is that? 15?
Would that be a bad thing to have him do Shrek 3 rewritten? Would that be like a bad thing? Would that be
It would-
funny style?
It would
No,
be the Dash Con of retolds.
Not to shit on him too much, but when we were looking at his original scene script, when he was rewriting his scene he was doing, he had the carriage as a character talking to Harold and the fairy godmother. So I do think that, Nostalgia Boy, if you're listening, don't rewrite Shrek 3. I don't think you know how to do that.
Let's just
But-
do it.
No, please do. Don't listen to Peacock.
Yeah, don't listen
Please.
to Peacock. Redo Shrek 3. Rewrite the script. Make every inanimate object a living character.
Every blade of grass has its own character arc.
But you know what? It's been great having the cast all back. after Shrek Fest. It's great hearing from them because they've been so busy, and the other one's been Chatterbox. So, thank you for
Oh no!
Wow.
thank you for
Wow.
joining. Thank you for listening.
Fuck off.
Oh, he's done. Chatterbox is gone. Grant,
I said something to them.
yeah, it's alright. You can undo it.
All right, thank you everyone. Goodbye.
Thanks for coming on by. Oh, we need a good outro. We need a recognizable outro.
Someone do like a nostalgia scream.
God. Wait, hold on. I got it.
What's Pro Jared's intro that we can do an outro version of it?
God damn it.
I'm Dr.
Did you kick him?
Yeah.
Stop!
I won't be.
Stop!
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll stop. I'll stop. No, he's just doing it to himself.
No, I'm Connor. It's Connor. Connor's doing it.
Stop!
It's
What is happening?
He's just clicking them on and off randomly.
Guys, come on, please.
I just see the little icon going bing, 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 on and off.
I don't think we can exist in a.
Oh my god. Guys, stop. He's gonna get really pissed.
Okay.
And then he already
always
agreed to
gets
keep
really
the
pissed
he agreed to
over
change the
everything.
name. Please treat him right. He agreed to the name.
Okay, let's kiss his ass. He comes back. He's not coming back, is he?
I unrolled him, but no, I gave it back. He's got it back.
I'm back.
All right.
I don't think I can exist in a server that Chatterbox is the only person with.
Guys. Oh my fucking
Chatterbox.
god.
I don't think this is a thing I want to have to deal with again in the future.
I'm sorry, sir.
Peacock, we
It's
love
okay.
you. We
No,
love
I
you so
understand.
We love
much.
you very much.
We love you.
It's a funny joke, but
We love you.
we do need a nice little outro. Is there anything we can?
Let's all sing the JonTron theme song.
I mean, we could do the Family Guy outro song since we're all going to be Family Guys in the thumbnail.
Are we?
Wait, are we?
Yeah, we didn't
Yeah.
decide that.
Grant, add some Family Guy credits while we play the song.
Play
Play
the Star Wars
Where
orchestral that we used for
Oh god.
that was good old fashioned value.
All right, that's the episode. Here, let me stop. Greg.